It's very hot out today. And what are we doing? We're doing oven baked donuts. Don't ask me why. So it's been a while since we've done a video, and what we're doing today is a oven baked Cruller donut.
Yeah.
Looks very much like a tractor tire. It's one of my favorite types of donuts. I think they call them honey crullers here at least at Tim Hortons here in Canada. But this will be a glazed tractor tire donut. I haven't made this before, so I don't know how these are going to turn out. It's very similar to a cream puff recipe or a pâte à choux. So there should be a little bit of, there should be air pockets on the inside, very much like a cream puff. I'm hoping that's going to work here, but we'll see what happens. It's kind of warm inside here too, so hopefully this is going to work. But this is a great recipe if you like man tits like I have. And the first thing we're going to need to do is cook or bring to a boil the water, sugar, salt, and butter. And what we have, I'll just show you once I get this tied here in a second, and I move my mic because it's probably covered. I don't know if anyone heard what I just said. Let's go with that. What I have here is 1 cup of water, 6 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, no, 2 teaspoons of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. But yeah, let's hop over to the saucepan and we'll get going. So let's get going with the cooking. I'll put that over medium. 1 cup of water, 2 teaspoons of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and our 6 tablespoons of butter. Get all that out. I'm gonna have to put the fan on. Okay, you want to bring this to a boil and not past that. So once it starts boiling, put it down to a medium heat, and then we're going to put in our 1 cup of AP flour. And then we're going to mix that together. So you want to get it almost cooking over the medium heat, and then you're going to get a bit of a film on the bottom of the saucepan. That's when you know it's ready, because you're going to want to steam some of this water out. You don't want it too wet of a mixture.
And I guess you want to cook some of the flour out too, right? Like that taste. You don't want a flour taste.
Yep. So there we go. I'm going to put that down a bit. Make sure we're mixed up, and we're going to put in our flour now. So it's splashing everywhere.
I guess you got to use some muscle here because
Yep.
I know it gets a bit hard to mix.
Again, I've got a really, really strong right hand and arm, so.
Craig!
It's from playing ball. What do you always go to the gutter with your thoughts. I don't get that.
Sorry, Mom.
So now this is going to brown a little bit.
Stir it, Craig, stir it.
That's what I'm doing. It's going to brown a bit, and then you're going to start to get that coating on the bottom of the saucepan. Although, if you're using a non-stick saucepan like this, I don't know if that's going to cause a problem.
I guess just make sure all the flour bits are mixed in, eh?
I can still see bits in there. There, you can see the steam coming out.
Really?
Just this?
Yeah.
But only the one side's getting it then. I want to make sure. Oh, my hand's getting sore. I'm not getting a film, so I'm going to keep going.
How long does it say to have it in there for?
4 to 6 minutes, medium heat, steam out, no burn. You want to thin layer the stuff on the bottom.
Well, I don't think it's been 4 to 6 minutes yet.
Because I can feel it's starting to dry quite a bit now, so. But I don't have a lot of experience with pâte à choux.
Give it, you gotta just stir it. Like give it real crank it. what not to do.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the flame right there now.
It's starting to get pretty dry, so I don't know. I wonder.
Well, has it been 4 minutes now?
I would say it's been 4.
Yeah. Again, with a non-stick saucepan, I'm sure.
I'm gonna go a little more yet.
Oh.
Ah! Get back in here.
Maybe this should be called the misadventures of cooking with Kragger. Yeah, it's been 6 minutes now.
Okay, let's go there. See how this goes. Okay, so we're gonna stick it in. And we're just gonna go to low speed here just to cool it down for 1 minute.
Ooh,
Yeah.
steam bath. Oh, you could have facial. A parachute facial.
No comment. Now, how am I gonna do this 1 egg at a time?
Tip the bowl over and let 1 egg drop in at a time.
You just saw what I did on the stove. You think I'm gonna be able to accomplish that? You got a lot of faith in your husband. Okay, we're gonna do 1. I hope I let that cool enough. Okay, just want to make sure I get the side scraped. Okay, let's go with egg number 2. This reminds me growing up when I was a little kid. Our next door neighbor, they were basically my second parents growing up, and Jason's dad used to make cream puffs quite often. So whenever I think of cream puff, I always think of growing up and my neighbor's dad making cream puffs. Don't know if you'll ever see this video, but Jason might. Okay, and let's go number 3. I'll scrape after here, the sides after. So while that is going, I am going to start the oven. Now you need to put these in at 450 at the start.
Now, how long are you got to beat this for? Because
That's probably good.
yeah.
Okay, that should do it. Oops. Get everything off my hook, or my paddle, I guess. With our piping bag, we have a large star tip. I think that's the biggest one we have. I'm a little worried that is not going to be big enough,
The
but
recipe says a 1/2 inch.
is that a 1/2 inch?
I don't know.
So I guess, I wonder if I should put the whole thing in.
Yeah, it's a big enough bag.
Okay. There we go.
Well, it looks
It looks all right.
correct. So
Okay, so we have 2 baking sheets ready to go. I've partially greased them so that these won't stick. I'm not going to...
Craig, do you want to bring those over here and just move the mixer?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Good idea. I'm just trying to clean up some of the dough I splattered everywhere. And you want to make these into little, well, big circles, I guess. Basically, you want to make it look like a donut. So, I'm going to see how crappy my piping skills are now. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ooh, this is... I'm surprised I haven't popped a bag yet. Ugh.
It's really that hard to push out.
It's a bit tough, yeah. Oh! If my face is red, it could be from this or it could be from the heat, because I'm definitely sweating right now.
I am starting to feel warm.
Yeah. We should probably crank that AC down as low as we can get it right now. Okay.
How do you know how many this recipe makes?
Nope. I don't. My only worry about this is I don't know if maybe it's supposed to be this way, but basically the inside, like because of the star tip, there's not a lot of thickness in the middle there, but I guess if they puff up, that's sort of what you want, so.
What are you? Oh. I guess you could make some eclairs.
Yep. Okay, what are we at? 335. So as soon as we hit 450, I'll pop those in. We'll do that for 5 minutes, crank it down to 350 for 15 more, and yeah, go from there. There we go. So I'm going to put the purple one in the middle rack. I'm going to put this one higher up because I'm worried that one's going to burn more than the other one will. Put those in for 5. We'll see you back in a bit. Yeah, that's 5. Okay, I'm turning it down.
Hang on, it's nearly there.
These are going to be overdone. It never even buzzed.
No.
Okay, well that failed. Okay, so we're going to pick this back to 350. And we'll set it for 15. Okay, that's been another 15 minutes. That's going to go off any second now. How can you time that better, eh? So we'll turn it off, and we're going to open up the door a bit. Now, if you want to take a peek in there, kind of see what they look like. I don't know if they've cooked long enough.
Well, they're pretty brown.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want them anymore. We'll just leave them, see how they go, and yeah. I don't know how far I'm supposed to leave this open, so I'm just gonna go there. All right, so let's take a peek at these. Am I recording here? Yes. So these did not puff up. Maybe they did a little, but the reason they didn't puff up is we didn't use an open star tip. We used kind of a closed one. So if you look at that, there's actually not really going to be much middle to this, so there's nothing to puff up in. So, made a mistake, but it wouldn't be a Cookin with Kragger video if we didn't F something up, right?
We can always try these again another time.
Well, let's take a peek inside here and see. Yeah, see, there's no internal, there's no middle, basically. Tastes like a cream puff.
Yeah, it tastes like plain powder shoe.
Yeah. It's crispy. Like, it's definitely crispy, but we got to use a larger tip for the piping because there's just no middle. There's no middle. There's just no middle, yeah.
They're not that warm, Craig, so maybe we could just
We could probably glaze them now, yeah. So let's get the glaze ready. So let's move this over. So for the glaze, it's 1 cup of powdered sugar, a ½ teaspoon of vanilla. I put a little bit extra in there because I like vanilla. And it says 1½ tablespoons of milk. And if you need to add more to make it a little thinner, you can. So we're going to go with that and see what we get with this here. Other than a mess. Like, this is not even... How is that a friggin' glaze? You need to add that much more milk.
Careful! And then you just dip them in, or?
You can dip them, or you can pour it over. I'm going to pour over. That's why I have them on the rack like that.
Well, I guess, Craig, we haven't had donuts for the last year and
it's been a
few
while.
months, so this is better than no donuts, I guess, right?
Yeah. So hopefully these will be good. But yeah, they did not puff up because of the star tip. Unfortunately, small star tip. And I guess that's one good thing about using the star tip is it's going to hold some of this glaze in there and the ridges, right? And I suppose these are probably healthier than a deep fried donut too, so may not have got the puffiness, but probably better for the health in the long run.
Well, maybe not the glaze that you're putting on in there.
Well, no, but yeah. And you should try to eat them not long after you glaze them, because they will get a little soggy with this.
Why don't you open up one of the actual...
One of the good ones?
Circles.
This one looks like a little bit of an orphan. Actually, not too bad. You can see a bit of the puffiness in there. Again, if we would have had a little more thickness in the middle of the star tip, I think this would have worked out really well, and you would have had that normal puffiness you get from a cruller donut or a cream puff, basically. Other than not getting that puffiness because of the star tip, I think it worked out really well. So, and that's it. That is oven baked French cruller donuts. What the hell is the recipe called? I don't know. Look down below, or it's in the title. It's somewhere. You're going to look either there, or over there, and you'll see it. I don't know which way it's going to be. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
1 week later.
It's been a week, and we weren't happy with how thin the donuts were. So we went out and got a couple different tips. So we got this one, which is, I think it's a little bigger in the middle. But
well, that's an open.
Oh yeah, it's open. You can see how that's closed.
Tip.
But we also got a large one because I want to try to get a donut that looks more like a proper cruller. And then I'll just get all three here, and then you can just do all three. So you saw how thin those were. I'm not happy with those. They tasted fine, but they were really thin, and they weren't puffy at all. So, and we're going to use both of those to see what kind of differences we get. We've got the oven heating up to 450 again. Didn't change anything with the recipe, although the butter might be a little different, I'm not sure. Alicia was talking to me when I was trying to count the butter, and I was listening to her, which was probably the right decision, but I don't know how much butter I put in.
When you make the right decision, you make the wrong decision.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we're doing big one on the purple tray. Oh. It's just sliding around on the tray. Not really getting the ribbon that I want out of that.
I think it's probably because there's too many teeth on that big one, right?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know how these are going to go.
Well, they should be, like, there's more thickness to it, right? So
yeah.
Hopefully the inside's going to be better.
That's what I'm hoping. Okay, here we go. That's actually a churro.
Maybe do it a bit big. I don't know.
A bit bigger?
Yeah, probably that size looks good.
Okay. Just to use up the rest. LOI. You can't see it from that angle.
You need a thing here, and it's LOL.
I don't know if I can do that. Ah, forget it. Forget it. Okay, I'm going to put this puppy over here. We just hit 450, so that's actually really good timing. So we're putting purple on top. This guy in the middle. There we go. Okay, so we'll put those in 5 minutes at 450. Then we turn it down to 350. I think we do another 15.
No, that's turning off the oven.
15 more minutes at 350, and then we turn the oven off.
Leave them in the oven with the door ajar.
Slightly ajar for 5 to 10, and then pull them out and let them cool. So we'll cut to when everything's completely done and we're pulling them out, and let's see what they look like. Hopefully they puff up. That's my hope. See you in a bit. Okay, they've been in all the 3 stages, so let's pull these out and see how they look. So those didn't puff up at all. I kind of expected that. And I don't think those puffed up either, which I kind of expected as well.
So I don't get it.
Yep, I don't know why they're not rising either. Maybe I mixed the dough or something. Okay, I think I am going to pull one apart and just see if there is any air holes in there. So let's take this little puppy. It's still pretty hot yet, so I probably should have let it cool. Yeah. Not really seeing much air in there at all.
These ones,
yeah, those
they
will be
were
exactly
open
the same.
yeah, they look exactly the same as a closed.
Yep.
So I don't get it.
There's no difference to those at all. Yeah. No difference. No, not really any air pockets in there. I was hoping a different tip was going to make a difference, but it didn't. I must have overmixed the dough then. I don't know. I don't know why this didn't turn out. Well, if you know, put it in the comments. Anyways, that's The second attempt at this didn't change anything. The piping tip didn't make a difference, so maybe in the future I'll make cream puffs and see if I overmix the dough or something. I don't know. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.